This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to Isha Training Solutions. So we'll wait for 2 more minutes for others to join and then we'll start our discussion. 2 minutes we'll wait for others to join and then we'll start our discussion. So we'll wait for other learners to join. We'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start our discussion. Okay. So thanks for joining. Please wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start our discussion. Thank you. Once again, welcome to Isha Training Solutions. So, in our previous session, what we did, we discussed about the course content that we are going to cover as part of the AppDynamics learning, right? So, pretty much what we will do, we will start our the actual content. Okay, day one topic we will discuss. So I'll quickly open the course content. The first topic is that what are APM tools? What are APM tools? So APM tools means what? Say like APM tools means application performance monitoring or management. Okay. So application performance monitoring or application performance management tool. So why I'm saying monitoring or management tools? Okay, so monitoring tools will only give you numbers, only give you numbers, response time so and so, CPU utilization so and so, memory utilization so and so, like that. It will only give you numbers. Okay, but in the case of management, we are trying to manage something. We are alerting something. We are aggregating something. We are providing some information. That is what is actually happening in the application performance management tool. Okay, so that is the reason we are calling this tool as application performance management tool. Okay, your monitoring tool will only give you number. There will not be any inference, there will not be any identification of issues or something like that. But in the case of application performance management, we are trying to find what is the problem, or what information that we are getting. We are trying to alert somebody to take the recovery action, to take the recovery action. That is what we are trying to do it. Application performance monitoring or application performance management tool. Okay, so if you traditionally look into these issues. Okay, traditionally if you are looking into these issues, what will happen? Say like application monitoring, if you are trying to do, people used to do profilers. Application profilers. Similarly, database, if you wanted to monitor, means what people will do, They'll do DB profilers. DB profilers. Okay. Similarly, infra level, what they will do? They'll say infrastructure monitoring. Okay, infrastructure monitoring. Infrastructure monitoring. So like this, if you consider traditionally, if you consider, there are different tools for achieving certain activity, but right now the trend is very simple, guys. Okay, trend is very simple. You are going to adapt one single tool called APM tool. That tool will have all the capabilities. Okay, they usually call that as full stack monitoring. Full stack monitoring. Full stack monitoring. So full stack monitoring is nothing but you are trying to monitor all the layers. You are trying to monitor all the layers: application layer, infrastructure layer, database layer, even the browser level. Okay, browser level. Okay, browser level. Okay, browser level. So which means that what is actually happening? Full stack monitoring you are trying to do using the APM tools. Full stack monitoring that you are trying to do it using the APM tools. Okay, so that is the difference between the traditional way of monitoring and the current way of monitoring. Traditional way of monitoring, what is actually happening? Traditional way of monitoring, you need to implement different tools for achieving certain things. Okay, that is what I told you. You need to implement profiling tool, DB profiling tool, or browser monitoring tools. Like that, different tools you have to implement to achieve a single activity. What is that single activity? You are trying to identify the root cause analysis. You are trying to identify the root cause analysis. But now the trend is actually changed, right? That is what I told you. You are going to implement one single tool called APM tool. One single tool called APM tool. The APM tool will have all the capabilities. The APM tool will have all the capabilities. Okay, so you don't want to implement multiple tools. You don't want to recruit multiple person for doing your monitoring. Right now, the job is very easy. You are going to implement one single tool called APM tool. The APM tool will take care of everything. The APM tool will take care of everything. That is a trend now. That is a trend now. Okay, APM tools, again I'm telling you, application performance monitoring or application performance management tool. Because you are not only going to do the monitoring, you are also going to do certain kind of a management activities. Management activities means what? Some metric you wanted to analyze it, and that metric, if it is actually going beyond certain threshold, you are going to report to the end user. You are going to report to the end user. That is actually called as alerting. You are doing the alerting. Okay, that is what the difference between the what your application performance monitoring means, what application performance management means, what. That is what you are trying to do. That is what you are trying to do. I'll take a pause here. Any question, guys, till now? Anybody have any question? Yeah. So why we are explaining this? Because right now that understanding is missing. Okay, if you are asking some performance testers or performance engineers, what is APM tool? Why we are using that APM tool, like that? If you are asking the question, that understanding is right now missing. So that is the reason we wanted to set the context. Application performance monitoring means what? Application performance management tool means what? Why we are actually using this tool? If you are using this tool, what are all the benefits that we are going to get it? Like that, we are setting the context, guys. That is what we are trying to do it. That is what we are trying to do it. Okay, so if somebody is asking, going forward, if somebody is asking what is APM tool, you can simply explain them: application performance monitoring or application performance management tool. So our primary focus is what? In any APM tool, you can do the application level monitoring, database level monitoring, infrastructure level monitoring, or browser level monitoring. And it is all consolidated way. It is actually called as full stack monitoring. In a consolidated way, it is actually called as full stack monitoring. Okay, Not only AppDynamics tool, every tool is actually doing this activity. Okay, Dynatrace, AppDynamics, New Relic, Datadog, every tool is actually having the capability to do the full stack monitoring. But each tool will have different functionality. But I wanted to tell you why we are actually using the APM tool. Why we are actually using the APM tool? Because traditionally, if you think, there are different tools that are used for different activities. But right now, if you are using this APM tool, you are trying to get what? Different layer level data. Different layer level data. That is a benefit you are trying to get it using this APM tool. I'll take a pass here. Any question, guys? Still, anybody have any question? Yeah. So right now we have a fair understanding about what is APM tool. If somebody is asking, at least we have an understanding what APM tool is capable of doing. Okay. So why APM tools are important? Why APM tools are actually important? Because if you look at it, so just now I told you, okay. Usually you think from the production outage perspective, okay. So if somebody is actually identifying the issues, means always there is a blame game will be there, guys. Okay, there will be a blame game will be there. Somebody will say this is not my problem. Somebody will say this is actually the database team problem, or somebody will say it is actually front end team problem. Somebody will say it is actually application team problem. Like that, each one will play a blame game. But you think from the end user perspective, you wanted to identify what is that problem. Is it actually a problem related to front end? It is actually a problem related to application level, or it is actually a problem related to database level. Like that, you wanted to understand it. Means using this APM tool, you can easily identify it, because the agents are actually running in the respective place. Okay, the agents are actually running in the respective place. So how these APM tools are basically working? Okay, how these APM tools are actually basically working, if you recollect it. So one particular agent will be running on the application level. One particular agent will be running on the database level. One particular agent will be running on the browser level. One particular agent will be running on the infrastructure level. So, so what is your understanding? You have different agents that are running on different layer, so that it is easy for you to identify the problem. It is actually easy for you to identify the problem. But very important thing is, those agents, if it is actually running in the respective layer only, you can identify the problem, guys. Okay, if the agent is not running in the respective area, you cannot find the problem. You cannot find the problem. Not only AppDynamics, every APM tool is actually working in this logic only. What is that logic? All the layers your agent should be there. All the layers your agent should be there. What is that agent? Say like application agent, machine agent, database agent, and then user experience agent. Okay, in the case of AppDynamics, it is all called in different names, guys. What are all the names? Application agent, machine agent, database agent, and then user experience agent. Like that, there are four different agents are there, and using which the data is actually collected in the case of AppDynamics. In the case of AppDynamics. So each tool is actually having different methodology, guys. Okay, actually, in Dynatrace, the concept is little different. In Dynatrace, the agent name is actually called as one agent. That one agent is actually installed across the layer. The one agent is actually installed across the layer. So you may be installing the one agent in the web server. You may be installing the one agent in the app server. You may be installing the one agent in the DB server, like that. Everywhere you are installing the agent, that will take care of the full stack monitoring. That is there in the case of Dynatrace. But in the case of AppDynamics, each agent is actually called in different names, guys. Okay, each agent is actually called in different names. What are all the names? I told you before: application agent, machine agent, database agent, and then user experience agent. Okay, there are 4 different agents in which the data is actually collected. The data is actually collected. That is the reason I'm saying why APM tools are important, because you have all the layers to be monitored. Okay, you cannot simply say that there is a problem in a general way. You cannot tell that. You have to tell them the problem is actually on the application side, the problem is actually on the infrastructure side, the problem is actually on the database side, the problem is actually on the browser loading side. So like that, if you wanted to provide a detailed explanation means the best way is that you are going to use the agents that are going to be configured in each and every layer. That agent will report the data. Maybe I'll draw a picture so that you guys will easily understand it. Say like you have browser, you have app server, you have DB server, like that. Okay, so everywhere what you are going to do, everywhere some agent will be running. Everywhere some agent will be running. So what these agents will do, these agents will collect the data, something from browser, something from app server, something from DB server, like that. So what you are going to do, all the collected data you are going to display it where? You are going to display it in AppDynamics. You are going to display it in AppDynamics. So in this place only you are going to display the information. Just a minute. In this place only you are going to display the information. So you are going to display the information in the AppDynamics. So we'll see the information here. So here in the SaaS account, we are going to see all the information. In the SaaS account, we are going to see all the information. Okay, so it may be the browser layer, it may be the application layer, it may be the database layer. What you are trying to do, you are going to get the information. That information will be displayed in the AppDynamics, and further investigation you can do it in the AppDynamics SaaS account. So that is how your APM tool, not only APM tool, every APM tool is actually working in this fashion. What is the fashion? You are going to install the agents in the respective place, and the data is actually going to be collected, and collected information is actually going to come to the APM tool. That is how it is actually working. That is how it is actually working. I'll take a pause here. Any question, guys? Still no? Anybody have any question?
No, sir.
Yes, Karnakar, please.
Sir, one doubt, sir, is any coding language coding is required in this for AppDynamics
No, no, Karnakar. It is just a
coding knowledge.
configuration of data and how you are going to interpret the data. You are
Okay.
collecting the information. You are understanding or digesting those information, and you are going to provide your recommendation. That is what is actually happening in the APM tool.
Okay,
Nothing
okay. No, 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 sir.
to do
Just
with
I'm asking, sir,
code.
because any coding knowledge is required or not. That's all.
No, no, no,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
no. You are not going to do any coding. Yeah. So AppDynamics, the best part is that it is actually a user-friendly tool. Only thing, probably you will categorize like this. Okay, one thing you are going to configure the agent. One thing you are going to configure the agent. Okay. Next one is you are going to do the usage of the tool. Okay. One thing is you are going to configure the agent. Another one is you are going to use the tool. So probably configuring the agent is actually probably it is a one-time activity everybody will do, and then the usage of the tool. Usage of the tool actually everybody should do. Configuration of the agent only administrators will do. Okay, configuration of the agent administrator will do. The usage of the tool everybody can do it. So in this course journey, what we are going to do, we are going to cover both, guys. Okay, we are going to cover the configuration of the agent and also usage of the tool. Both the things we are going to do. Yes. Okay, clear. So move on to the next topic is actually AppDynamics Introduction. Okay, if you look at the Gartner Quadrant mature tool list, if you are looking at, okay, Gartner Quadrant mature tool list, if you are looking at, AppDynamics is also available in the list, guys. Okay, please understand. There are tools are there which is actually reputed in the market. One is Dynatrace, another one is AppDynamics, other one is New Relic, another one is Datadog. Okay, I'll repeat again. AppDynamics, Dynatrace, New Relic, Datadog. These are the reputed tools in the market. Okay, in that this Dynatrace and AppDynamics are very renowned in the marketplace. Okay, everybody they are started using this tool in the industry right now. Cisco and I told you right, if your customer is actually a Cisco based customer, definitely they'll prefer to use AppDynamics, and based on the need of the customer. Okay, say like what technology compatibility or what agent that I wanted to monitor, what are all the microservices that they are having, what are all the distributed infrastructure that they are having. Based on that, this will change. Okay, probably they'll prefer to use either AppDynamics or they'll prefer to use Dynatrace. But I would say both are leading the market, both are having the good reputation in the market, guys. Okay, so if you are learning this AppDynamics or Dynatrace, definitely there will be a value, there will be a definite value. And anywhere if you are finding any job description, guys, okay, those who are finding a job in the industry, those who are trying to search a new job in the industry, you go and search the job description. Definitely either Dynatrace will be there or AppDynamics will be there in the list, guys. So that is the reason I'm saying the importance of learning this tool is actually very, very high. Okay. So there are two deployment models are available in the AppDynamics tool. Okay. One is SaaS based model. Another one is on premises model. Okay. SaaS based model, on premises model. Okay. SaaS based model means what? Software as a service. SaaS based model means what? Software as a service. Okay. So you are going to pay money, you are going to get the license, and you are going to use the service. That is what is actually happening in the that is what is actually happening in the SaaS based model. Okay, SaaS based model means what? You are going to pay money, you are going to get the license and then get the service. That is what is actually happening in the SaaS based model, software as a service, software as a service. But in the case of on-premises model, what is actually happening? You are going to install each and every component inside your firewall. You are going to install each and every component inside the firewall. Firewall means what? Within your premises. Within your premises, you are going to install each and every component. That is what is actually happening in the on-premises deployment model. On-premises deployment model. So there will be a difference, right? Why we are going for SaaS based model? Why we are going for on-premises model? Like that, if somebody is asking, yes, you think in this way. Okay, say you take an example of retail based customer. You take an example of retail based customer. What retail based customers that they are doing? They are going to store lot of logs day in day out. They are going to store lot of logs. They are going to store it in their local storage. So the retail based customers, what they are focused on, lot of storage is there. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to maintain the storage. You have to maintain the storage, because you need a lot of space that are available to maintain your storage. If it is in the case of retail based customer, what retail based customers that they are doing, they are having lot of storage. Retail based customers, they are having lot of storage. Okay, so day in day out they store lot of kilobytes, megabytes, terabytes, petabytes data that they are storing in their local. In that case, they need lot of storage. Okay, so what they will prefer, instead of maintaining everything in my local storage, instead of maintaining everything in my local storage, I'll prefer to go with what, this SaaS based model, so that I don't want to worry about the storage. I don't want to worry about the storage, because I'm going to get the benefit. I'm going to get the benefit if I'm using the SaaS based account. I'm going to get the benefit if I'm using the SaaS based account. That is what, why I'm preferring the SaaS based account, software as a service account. Okay, but you think from the insurance based or insurance based or a banking based customer, insurance based or banking based customer. So this insurance based or banking based customer, what they will do? Insurance based or banking based customer, what they will do? So insurance based and banking based customer. So what they focused on? Data security. Okay, data security, data safety, all those things they will prefer. Okay, all those things they will prefer. So what they will think, they don't want to let their data go out of their infrastructure or the premises. Okay, the banking customers and insurance customer, what they will think, they don't want to let their data go out of their premises. So what they will think, everything should be available within my premises. Everything should be available within my premises. That is how this banking customers and insurance customer, they will think about. Banking customer and insurance customer, they will think about. Okay, what they will say, I don't want to let my data to go out of the premises, so I wanted to keep everything within my premises, so that my data will be safe and secure. Like that, the banking customers and insurance customer, they will think. They will think. So now we have a classification, right? The retail based customer, day in day out they are storing lot of information. The retail based customer, day in day out they are storing lot of information, so they cannot maintain lot of hard disk, they cannot maintain lot of infrastructure for storing each and every information. What they are thinking, instead of maintaining different machine for archival backup process and everything, what they are thinking, they can give that burden to the vendor itself. They can give the burden to the vendor itself. They don't want to think about data backup and data archival. That is what this retail customer, they will think. And if you think about banking customers and insurance customer, what they will think, I don't want to think about sending the data to outside my premises. So what I'm thinking, I wanted to keep everything inside my premises, like that they are thinking. So now, sorry, Krishna, you have any question, Krishna?
No, sir. No.
Yeah. So that is the reason people are preferring either SaaS based account or on-premises based account, SaaS based account, on-premises account. I'm just throwing an example under what situation the SaaS based account is actually decided or on-premises based account is actually decided. But it doesn't mean that always retail based customer will think about SaaS based account, or always banking customers and insurance customers they are thinking about on-premises like that. No, I'm just giving an example. Giving an example. It is up to the customer interest. It is up to the customer interest. Sometimes they'll prefer to use SaaS-based account, or sometimes they'll prefer to use on-premises accounts like that. It is based on the customer interest. But I want to tell you, AppDynamics is actually having two deployment models that are available. Banking and insurance customer they prefer one thing, retail based customer they prefer one thing, but I wanted to tell you there are two different deployment models that are available in AppDynamics. Any question, guys? Anybody have any question?
So in this lecture, we are going to learn about SaaS-based model, right? Because we can't install it in our local. Or
Yeah, Kiran.
uh,
Yeah, Kiran.
and and what about the configuration part? Because anyway, you are going to teach the configuration and all. It would remain the same whether it is on-premise or SaaS-based model, right?
Yeah, it is all same. Okay, so what will happen if it is in the case of AppDynamics on premises? There is a component called enterprise console. Okay, enterprise console. That enterprise console you are going to install it. Okay, while installing it, it will ask certain prerequisite configuration and database, how much of configuration that is actually required, like that it will ask while installing the enterprise console. And finally, after the installation, there will be one URL will be generated called as controller URL. Controller URL after the installation of the AppDynamics. Actually, if you are using the SaaS based account of the AppDynamics, it will generate one URL called as controller URL. So not much of difference. If you are installing and then generating the controller URL, that is one method. Or if you
Okay,
are creating an account in SaaS based account and finally it will actually generate the controller URL, both are actually same only, Kiran. Okay.
understood. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So our understanding is that there is one URL called as controller URL. That controller you are going to launch it, and you are going to do all kind of installation, configuration, data gathering, data investigation, everything we are going to do it, Kiran. Okay, that is what is actually happening. But the thing is, in the SaaS based account, once you are creating the account, that will create one URL called controller URL. But in the case of on premises, you are going to install a component called enterprise console. Once you are installing the enterprise console, the controller URL will be generated. Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
So Shahinsha, you can ask your question, Shahinsha, please.
Yeah, actually, I have attended for a Dynatrace session. So, roughly, I'm not able to install my Dynatrace One agent on my Mac. Right now, I'm using my MacBook. So, is it possible to install this? I mean, can we do with AppDynamics with a Mac? Can we able to use this one? Just I have one question. This one.
See, it is about how you hosted your application. Through that, you can
Okay.
decide that. Okay. So if you are installing your application using the Linux-based commands, yes, you can configure the application agent, and then you can configure it. Option is there. Okay. So it is about how you are installing the application, and based on that, you are going to configure your AppDynamics agent. Still, it is actually possible. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So so the learners who joined today for evaluating us. Okay, this is Kumar sir number. I'm copy pasting his number in the chat, you guys can take it. Okay, this is Kumar sir number. This is Kumar sir number. Anything related to course content, course timing, fees related, anything you wanted to discuss, you can discuss with Kumar sir. Okay, so see, actually what happened, this course is actually designed for the weekend learners. Weekend learners. Okay, so those who wanted to learn, upskill, cross skill yourself, so you don't find time in the weekdays, so we created this session only for the weekend learners. Saturday, Sunday we are going to learn this tool. Saturday 1.5 hours and Sunday 1.5 hours we are going to learn it. 8:30 to 10 o'clock Saturday, 8:30 to 10 o'clock Sunday IST time we are going to have this session. So those who wanted to learn this tool, you can enroll for this course journey. So the time that I mentioned is actually for the IST time. The US UK timings are actually mentioned in the website itself. You guys can take a look of it. So if you wanted to continue your learning and then you wanted to learn, you say this course is actually designed for the weekend learners. Saturday 8:30 to 10 o'clock IST or 8:30 to 10 o'clock Sunday IST. So like that, we designed this session. So actually 15 plus hours of session we are going to learn this tool. Saturday and Sunday only you are going to have the session. We are recording this every session. Okay, we are recording this session. We are going to upload this session in the YouTube playlist URL. Because of any emergency or situations you are unable to attend the class means, you can watch the video and then you can come back and then ask your questions. That is how we are going to have it. These videos you are going to have it for lifetime access. These videos you are going to have it for lifetime access, and all artifacts, documents, supporting documents, everything we are going to share it through Google Drive. Okay, Google Drive, through which we are going to share it, so that you can download it, install it, configure it. All learning you can do it in the local itself. So that is how this course content is actually designed. Industry best practice we are going to discuss, interview questions that we are going to discuss, all we are going to do is in this course journey, guys. Okay, for the learners who joined today for evaluating us, thanks for joining. You wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir for any further information. Yesterday we had the demo session, and today we pretty much start the session also. In the upcoming Saturday and Sunday we are going to continuously learn our tool, guys. Please enroll yourself for further learning, guys. Any question, guys?
I have one.
Yes,
So
Kiran.
maybe not related to the course content, but you were mentioning about retail domain and banking or insurance domain, right? I have around 11 years of experience in banking and insurance, and
Okay.
I didn't know the difference of retail and how that works and how this works. When I was giving an interview, then I figured out that okay, retail actually concentrates more on your UI component and the web services more compared to the
Hmm.
banking and insurance, which actually happens because of thick client, right? So
Hmm.
uh, overall, from your experience, how does it matter that we gain experience only in one domain and continue in the same, or does it make sense to keep switching between each of the domain? Because right now, if I have to think about it, it's almost impossible for me to go back to retail domain. Banking is
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah, Kiran, actually saying not much of difference wherever you work and whatever you are doing and all. Okay, not much of difference. Only thing is small technical nuances or small technical jargons that you are talking with respect to insurance customer or banking customer or retail customer or healthcare customer, whatever. Okay, that's a
Hmm,
small difference. Okay, not much of difference that you are going to do it in your work related. As
hmm,
such, you are going to do performance testing means yes, you are going to do performance testing. Not much of difference, but only thing is small technical jargons that you are going to use it. That is the only thing, and other than that, don't worry. Whichever the customer you wanted to attend the interview or to whomever you wanted to interact, pretty much you
hmm.
can do it. No problem at all. Okay, and one more thing
Okay.
also. So you work in a particular organization, and you
Hmm,
cannot expect the same thing will be done by the other organization. That will not be possible at all. Okay, so
okay.
when you are going for a new organization, there you are getting offer and then you are getting a new job and then you are going for that organization means it will
Hmm,
take some time period that you are going to adapt that organization culture and then you are going to do it. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that whatever you did it in the previous organization, you are going to do it in the new organization. No.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, small process will coincide, but you cannot expect apple to apple will happen in the
Yeah.
new organization. So definitely there will be a difference, but these learnings what you are doing, or the process that you are having the understanding, or the work that you are doing, definitely will help you to crack the interview, and then you are going for that organization work and all. Okay, so that will definitely work. But once you are going to that organization, definitely you should learn small things,
Yeah.
that culture, small technical terms, what they are doing in their organization, that and all you need to learn, and then you have to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than
Sure.
that, pretty much everything is actually common. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
So
And some
don't worry,
companies,
guys. Yeah. See, I have experience.
okay.
Sorry, Kiran.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so I have experience in across the verticals. Okay, even be
Hmm.
it like banking, insurance, retail, telecom, healthcare, TTH, whatever. Okay,
Okay.
so across I have experience. I did not find the difference in the way that I'm working. No,
Hmm.
that work level, not much of a difference will be there. Only thing, the process that we are following and the technical jargon that we are using will be little different. Other than
Got it.
that, not much of difference, Kiran. Okay.
Okay, okay. The last question is, see, some companies expect you to have knowledge, in-depth knowledge of AppDynamics. Some wants your for JProfiler, JVisual VM. I have started from JProfiler, JVisual VM, and profiling tools like you mentioned in the start, right? And now it has
Hmm.
come into APM tools. Like some want Datadog, some wants Dynatrace. So I'm totally confused, like where to start because every company wants a different thing, different tool.
See, that is where your selection is there. Okay, you want to be a SRE, or you wanted to be a DevOps engineer, or you want to be a performance engineer. What is your career that you are selecting? Okay, so
Okay.
you feel like, no, I cannot contribute much on the coding side, but I can contribute on problem side. Like that means, yes, you can learn these tools like APM tools and other tools, so that you are only going to point the problem. Okay,
Hmm.
no, I wanted to contribute little more than what these SREs or what these observability engineers that they are doing means. You
Hmm.
wanted to learn coding side, you wanted to learn infrastructure side, you wanted to learn database side means, you can contribute little more than that. So it's
Hmm.
about where you are, what you are learning, where you wanted to contribute, how much you are comfortable in those learning. That is all dependent, Kiran. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So actually that is what I wanted to tell you. From next week onwards, the actual learning is actually started. So for the learners who joined today for evaluating us, please reach out to Kumar sir for further information. Enroll yourself for this session, and new group will be created and new link will be shared with each and every one of you. Please enroll yourself for the continuous learning. You don't want to miss any important topic or concepts that we are discussing, and you wanted to have a deep understanding of these tools, please reach out to Kumar sir for further information. For the learners who joined today for evaluating us, thanks for joining, and thanks for giving me this
So, sir,
opportunity
one
to
minute.
share my
One
knowledge and
minute, sir.
experience. Yes, Karnakar.
Sir, sir, as per my knowledge, this App Dynamics trial version is, I think, 15 days, I think, sir.
Yes, sir.
How can we
Yeah, correct.
practice that one?
Yeah,
No, I
15
got it.
days
What
is
I'm
more
saying.
than sufficient. 15 days is
It's
more
more
than
enough, huh?
sufficient for learning. Sorry, sir.
No, sir. What am I telling now? It's only 15 days. 15 days is more enough for to learn.
Yeah, more than enough. Or you can create one more account also, no problem. And one more thing also, AppDynamics, how it's actually working. For
Hmm.
15 days, there is a larger configuration capability is there. And after
Hmm.
15 days, it will minimize the capability. It will not delete the account and all. It will minimize the
Okay.
capability. Still, you can use that account, sir. So you can still use that. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. So no, I'm not familiar with that. I got doubt. That's what only. It's only 15
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
Then
no
how
problem.
can we practice? That's why I got.
With the after the trial account is actually expired also. Okay, pro
Okay.
license, that is actually called as pro license. Once the pro license is actually expired, that will become light license, light, LIT. Okay. Once the
Okay,
pro
okay,
license become expired, it will become light license. Even with the light license, you can learn the tool. Or if you wanted to
okay,
get the maximum capability, you can one more time you can create the account and then you can use it. Okay.
okay. There one more thing, sir. We can do the certification also. Certification also possible for AppDynamics.
Yeah. You can do that, Karnaka. Yeah.
That one you will be helping, sir, for certification wise.
No, helping in the sense like this course content will help you to get the knowledge and then clear it. Or if you wanted
Okay,
to have offline any knowledge sharing, I will do it, sir. Yeah.
okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
No, just I want to confirm, sir, because we for the for nearly 3 to 4 projects we are planning to implement in AppDynamics only. Our company they
Mm-hmm.
are going to implement for mainly for AppDynamics. They're looking for
Mm-hmm.
they are forcing us to learn. That's what only I
Okay.
thought
Okay.
of. I apply.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought
Sure.
of
Sure. Sure.
give this one. Oh, sure, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Karna.
Jmeter. Thank you.
So with this, we'll complete our session for today. Thanks for joining and have a nice day. Bye bye.